EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Etienne running right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 7.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here's second and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Thomas Jr. It's a gain of 3. First down, Jacksonville.
Now Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Here's second and 5 now from the 22. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Lawrence will throw. Throw left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Etienne up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Genty. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A gain of 9. Brings up
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Stop for the loss by Devin White.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
Third down and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Smith. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Gino going to hand it to Genty. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Pretty good job defensively thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. He's going to keep this again. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A gain of 10 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. They'll try the air now with Smith. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Another loss.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Out of the gun, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
At the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
8-yard line.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Throwing now is Gino. They'll get this out to Genty. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Here's Smith. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Tucker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. 11 It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Lawrence. A short throw taken in by Long. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Lawrence. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Jaguars.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. On the counter, ETN. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Yards. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run. Here comes Genty. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 11.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 11 yards there, first down. They'll go again with Genty. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. A give out of the gun to Genty. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Smith now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 9
They get
yards.
9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Complete to Washington. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Got him in. It's Brown. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
A gain of 12.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds downs, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Smith going to try and run with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Foya Sade Aluakin
at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Open man is Tucker. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll take this out to about the 7 or 8 yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
ETN once more. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time back gaining this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter. These guys are hard to find.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd down and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down and around the 22.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take
so
over
possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Gino now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Some good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Throwing is Smith. Quick hitch, complete. It's Tucker. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Play action. It's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
24 yards.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Need to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Smith. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by full Saudi American. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Here's a give to ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He's got Thomas yet again complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Raiders 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. In motion left, that's Thornton. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Genty. Now he's free at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty, 68 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
This
one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. On play action, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Brown goes in motion left. Here's Lawrence. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down to move it closer. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To the air again, Smith. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Las Vegas. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd down, goal to go. Once again, it's Genty. And another negative play there as they stop him again.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and
3
goal to
points
go.
separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Smith to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The kick by Carlson is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and goal. Genty will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 24-20, a little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Lawrence. And that's complete to Brown. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing now, Lawrence. A short throw taken in by Long.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
This will be caught by Brown. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Jaguars 27.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Cam Little to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Able to slither by. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. This is 1st and 10. Smith. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Second and inches at the 39-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Smith's going to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for another Las Vegas.
Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.